Randall guarded by Green. Randall kicks it out to the corner, and the three-pointer is good. And it's already a better start for Minnesota. On him. Warriors a very good defensive team, especially when they got Jimmy Butler. And it's a 10-0 start for Minnesota. Could not.
They pay me for this kind of expert analysis.
You noticed that on the scouting report, didn't you? Randall just bullies his way in. Count that. That's going to be an and. Move well. Their rotations were poor. Their spacing was poor. Jimmy Butler for three. That line drive is good. And the first
were extremely inefficient in transition, and we see an example of that there.
Butler, mid-range jumper up and over Gobert. Back to back, and he misses. And DiVincenzo runs it down. Great effort. Naz Reid again. Naz Reid hits it this time. Lakers in round one. Edwards again drives, missed it. Gobert is there for a putback. It was Rudy Gobert.
9 of them offensive. He's got to make his size a factor against a very small Golden State team, and that's the first bucket.
Missed it. DiVincenzo offensive board. Edwards got a three.
That's DiVincenzo's third offensive rebound already, and the last two.
Straight, actually. DiVincenzo the deflection. Here comes Alexander Walker. He lays it in. So the bench mob has come in, made it in.
Urge them on, and they really get excited when they're good.
Buddy Hield coming out of the timeout. Nice play set up. And Hield knocks down a three-point. Trio coming off the bench for Chris Finch. Pretty tight 8-man rotation. Edwards, the go-by of Buddy Hield. You're not going to miss that one.
No.
Step. And the three-point try, no good. Santos with a rebound. Pajemski got it off late, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter, and it was all Minnesota. Games of every other day. It was a tough task for Golden State as Alexander Walker gets to the basket once again with a left-hand scorer on the floor right now. Naz Reid goes to the basket. Oh, wow, what a finish. Naz Reid switched hands and finishes with, leaves it, and a deflection ends up in a Minnesota turnover.
Well, we've seen Gobert already have trouble catching two passes. One is
changes things dramatically for the Wolves, just as the Curry injury changes things for the Warriors. And Randall right away able to. Wolves lead is 19, 5.5 to go in the half, and Jackson Davis does get the lob he was looking for, that time from Jimmy Butler. Moody trying to check Randall. Giving up some size. Randall gives it up. DiVincenzo. That's good.
Wow. DiVincenzo needed
for 40% and shot it at 40% through the regular season. Pajemski gets to his strong hand, the left hand, able to score it off the glass. Pajemski 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. And now McDaniels gets the shooter's bounce off the front iron. Minnesota back. The two former Knicks. Randall just backing down. Moody spins and scores. Too much to handle down there.
Breaks with free throw violations that weren't called down the stretch, or Cleveland had a win to even the series.
DiVincenzo, a little hesitation. Can't finish it. Randall is right there for the cleanup.
Trying to speed up the game. They forced the turnover the last time down.
Here's Randall for three. Got it. Julius Randall buries the triple. Just knocked down his first three. Kuminga springs free inside. And an easy layup for Jonathan Kuminga. The way this building feels right now, I think the anxiety of the Anthony Edwards injury is a major factor. DiVincenzo reigns in a three-pointer. And right back come the Warriors. They get one after a made basket on the run. Kuminga once again.
Chris Finch,
Randall drives it with his right hand. McDaniels. And McDaniels scores with the left. With the Wolves in compliment to Edwards. Kuminga showing a little sauce. He's got it. Jonathan Kuminga. Davis. We'll have to see how this one goes the rest of the way. That was fired off the backboard, and that's how we end the first half. Minnesota got off to a third
round against the Lakers in a collision with LeBron. So good for fans everywhere, NBA fans, that he's good to go.
Thanks, Lauren. First possession of the second half is a Jimmy.
You got to pick what you're willing to live with.
Here's Mike Conley from three. Conley, that is true. Beautiful stroke. Edwards picks up Green. Now Hield finds Butler. Wide open for three. Butler hits. Well, a breakdown defensively for the game. Got 3 blocks, a couple of steals. Now he spins and hangs and scores off one leg. Jaden McDaniels having enough. And now 6 to shoot. Kuminga gets a step on Gobert and dunks it down on Gobert. And the Golden State
In this half, after only 5 in the first half.
Conley will go to the bench. DiVincenzo on the floor. Naz Reid, the other shooter, and he knocks in a three-pointer. That was a... Podziemski drives, kicks, Kuminga, three-pointer, good! Warriors not going away. He's had some monster scoring games this season. There's DiVincenzo in the corner, and Randle set him up nicely. Nice quick pass, turns it over. He got stuck. McDaniels brings it in. Bad turnover leads to a Randle. Flurry of moves. Alexander Walker with the flyby. Resets. Hits a three. Nickeil Alexander-Walker has found his. Kuminga no good. Jackson Davis with the offensive board and the putback.
Kuminga's first miss, and Jackson Davis is right there. It's best.
Up top, Edwards. Randle patient. The eye contact. Set it up beautifully. There's Alexander Walker to DiVincenzo. And DiVincenzo looking for help. Ball's loose. Randle secures it and scores it. Strong.
And the Warriors throw it away again.
Another turnover. Alexander Walker got it. Reflecting on these players, trying to at least win a game and stall as long as they can to get Curry back as Randle drives and scores. Back to a 20-point lead. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Minnesota trying to level this series at 1 apiece, just as the Warriors on Saturday. That'll be Saturday night. Draymond Green inside and puts it in.
Great job by Podziemski giving Draymond Green.
Edwards behind the back, gets to his left hand. Edwards puts it in. He needed that. He's missed a lot of point-blank layups. Buddy Hield for three. Good. Hield hits another one.
Chris Finch upset.
And a foot race. He's going to back it up. He's going to fire a three in transition. No. Podziemski is there with a follow. Here come the Warriors. Once on Green, 29 minutes. Butler's played 30 minutes. And Alexander Walker lays it in.
Not sure. Been on him twice. And both times it seems to me like he's actually forcing him to his left hand. Butler
wide open spaces inside. Two-hand put Butler around 33, 34 minutes. Podziemski 33 minutes. And Buddy Hield knocks in one last three-pointer. 33 points. Made 9 threes in that game.
Well, he's now made 18 in the last 3 games. An incredible run
on their home turf. He puts the pressure on the Wolves as Anthony Edwards. Strong finish with a doubleheader victory. Twins won today, by the way, beat the Orioles 5-2.
Orioles, probably the most disappointing. They rely on them for their offense coming off the bench.
It was key. Nice little hesitation and the bucket. The Minnesota
last 21 games and into the playoffs, they haven't had to go any deeper than that.
Minot with an acrobatic finish. Gets himself up. Ernie Johnson and crew standing by in Atlanta. Only one game tonight. Early night for those guys. Party at Chuck's house. Minus Stephen Curry. The Minnesota Timberwolves come back with an answer and a response in game 2, and they win it 117-93.